This is interesting, but at the same time a bit upsetting to hear the story. I arrived to Honolulu. Everything's good, even better than I expected. Everything was smooth, and got to my friend's place, the condo. So the combination didn't work, and there are two locks, and I couldn't figure out. Anyway, it took about 1 hour to figure this out. I've been here before, but I've forgotten some procedure. And then what happened next? I'm out and I'm walking down toward the Chinatown. Yeah, that's right. And then I thought, I have this iPhone, and if I lose this iPhone, I don't have his phone number. Actually, I wrote it down. If that happens, I can still figure this out. But that was the uncomfortable feeling that I depend on my life, because if I lose this iPhone and I cannot get into the condo, if that happens, then I'm stuck and I cannot reach out my friend who is in the mainland in Virginia. I mean, it's nice to be in Hawaii, and the situation could be quite different, but that tells me how vulnerable my life is, depending on this digital world that I'm living in. So I thought more about it, because when I talked to my friend, I could feel my voice was a little upset, not a deep, confident tone, but kind of like a high-pitched tone. And I knew there was something not physically correct. I talked about listening to my body, and my body was saying something, and my mind was moving something else, some other direction, as if to say, "What are you doing?" And my body is saying, "I'm uncomfortable here." So, it takes time to get settled. So the lessons learned, actually, it's just a protocol that you have to be associated, related, and be comfortable about. And like a kid, certain procedure has to take place to get things right. The human society functions with that. That's the word and logic. And if it's in a new place and you are vulnerable, you get lost. So what do? Oh, look at the tree. Yeah, that's the spirit, to look at the tree. Or hear my heart and talk to iPhone with my friend somewhere who may listen to this story, and pointing that this happens at the 77 years old with the engineering degree, which can solve lots of problems, including the nuclear safety, which, anyway, it takes time. It just takes time. When you come to a new place, I'm always careful, but still things can go wrong. And what you do, just look around and everything is okay. Listen to the bird, listen to your heartbeat, take a deep breath, whatever happens. I'm talking that this is just one incident, but the same kind of incident happens. And our heartbeat changes, body expresses something, and the mind runs, and that's natural. So be natural, be rooted, and it's okay until the next things that can happen. Hopefully, I have my iPhone, and if I don't have iPhone, like I jot down before I took off, or if the iPhone breaks down, I have the phone number with me for my friend. And if I lost the paper, well, I'm very stuck. But eventually, I should be able to have the answer on the iCloud, and therefore, if I have a computer of someone, and if I remember how to get to the access to the iCloud, well, that's the next thing that I should have thought about. I know there's a way, but I've never done it before. If I don't have a phone or the MacBook Air. But the information is there. So that's one of my tasks, that I have to have it with me and put it down in a pencil so that I can deal with the situation when it happens. The chance of that happening is low, like this case too. You know, other locations I go to, Santa Monica or the Japan and New Zealand, I know everything. I believe so. But here in Hawaii, I'm still adjusting to this new setting. And plus, in future, I'll maybe moving out and do the camping and other stuff. So it's a good training ground for me to use my brain and be prepared. And if I'm timid, I get shrunk down to not doing anything. But I don't want to be like that. I still enjoy the new experience, and these are the risks that I'm willing to take. So yeah, this is almost as the equivalent of having an analysis of the nuclear power plant accident, computer simulation I did. But living life goes through the same kind of logic. They call it fault tree analysis, or FMEA, fault mode and defect analysis. It's a process control issue. It's about the CAPD, check, act, plan, do. And I need to go back there and keep up practicing. So I believe that's the summary of this experience for the last couple of hours. It's a long story, logically easy to understand after the fact, but be prepared. That's all. And let's enjoy life.